Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm in a different part of my house right now. I'm in the living room. If you hear water in the background because you're like right in front of my fish tank, it's not full yet. I will show you guys the fish tank when it's completely done, but it's not. We're actually still in the conditioning stage of the water so that the fish are able to live in the tank. You're supposed to wait like a week, I think, for everything to be up to level for fishes to live in there. But I'm currently waiting in my living room for the Miami Heat game to start. I'm actually wearing my Miami Heat pajamas and my Miami Heat t-shirt, and we actually have a little flag for the Miami Heat in our living room covering one of the windows, the smaller windows that no one even looks in. So we're a big Miami Heat family here. But anyways, I'm here today on my phone, not my computer, because I want to give you guys a quick life update that I honestly have that over the past few hours have decided. So earlier today, I got an email from Sephora, and it was telling me basically that there was a position opening at my local Sephora, the one that's actually in the mall that I work in currently, or I used to work in. I'll get to that in a minute. And saying that they're looking for someone to be a beauty consultant, someone to do makeup as well. So they sent me the email, let me know. So I immediately went over there and showed my face, introduced myself. The lady that I spoke to was super sweet. She was so nice. She was one of the managers, and she was like probably one of the nicest people I've ever talked to at a Sephora. But she explained to me what the job was and everything, and I told her that I'm actually in school for cosmetology. So this is actually something that I really need to get into. So she seemed like she was very impressed and very happy with me coming in. So yeah, hopefully I will hear back by tomorrow. She said I should hear back tomorrow from the actual hiring manager. Tomorrow around midday, she said she usually makes phone calls when it comes to hiring new people. So, but this all came around at like the perfect time because I've recently been having a lot of problems at my old job at Victoria's Secret, and I haven't really been telling you guys because I don't like to bash my job because I feel like that's really unprofessional of me. So I'm not gonna bash my job. Don't take this as me bashing at all. I'm explaining to you exactly why I decided to leave the company, especially so early in my employment there. I love the job. The job I did was amazing. I worked with great people. I never had any complaints until about 2 weeks ago. I had put notice that I was not to be working on Saturdays because I have class all day from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I let them know that I'm going to be working those hours, and they approved it at first. And then I realized that randomly I would get shifts from like 9 to 3, 9 to 2, late in the afternoon sometimes they'd bring me in, or they'd try to bring me in, and I would always be calling them, listen, I can't work these shifts, I told you guys, I have class, and blah blah blah. Just a whole bunch of things that just kept happening, and after a while I got fed up with it, and I eventually just kind of started to ignore it. I would not call, because I would tell them I wrote notes and put it on the wall, in the scheduling room, everything. I tried letting them know everything, and just if it was like almost like everyone ignored me or something. Um, it's unfortunate because like I said, I honestly loved that job and everything that I did at the job. But I feel like my manager had just had something against me going to school, because I feel like it happened because I took up so many shifts that weren't mine. Like, I was always the yes person. If you need a shift covered, I said yes because I need money. And then when I need shifts covered, no one said anything to me. No one ever ignored me. It was just people were in for themselves pretty much. So I started being the same way, and people noticed, which, I'm sorry, if you're going to be like that to me, then don't expect me to go out of my way for you. That's just the way I play. I'm a fair game person. So I just got tired of being taken advantage of, because they would constantly call me in. I'd be in class, my phone would be ringing 5-6 times each shift that I was supposed to be covering. That I never would agree to cover, but they would assume that I would cover it because I was the yes person, which I'm never ever the yes person. I'm always the person who puts myself first. But because at first I needed the hours and the money, I said yes to everything. So my manager at that point, she just became something that I just did not want to deal with. it got to the point where I was so miserable at work, and I've never worked in a job where I was completely miserable. Like, I would go to sleep miserable knowing that I had to deal with her that next morning. And the lady that I actually work under, I'm sorry, it's probably an email from Sephora, but the lady that I worked under, I can't tell her name because I don't want to put anyone out there, but she was absolutely amazing. It was the store manager that I had a problem with, and I feel bad for leaving, but it's like, I don't want to be the yes person that everyone can go to for everything and have to deal with people assuming that I could work shifts for them whenever they want. I'm not that person, and I know that I could just keep the job and just say no, but at the same time, there are a lot more behind it, but I'm not going to get into it because I'm not at liberty to discuss that kind of thing, because it actually goes a little bit more in depth in a couple of things that I just don't feel comfortable talking about. So I left my job at Sephora. At Victoria's Secret. I would never leave Sephora. For Sephora. So I went today for an interview, met with a manager, and it was a very, very nice meeting. She was such a sweetheart, beautiful girl. I mean, just being in that atmosphere made me so happy. And I cannot wait to start my first day. I also went to MAC and told them that I was interested in becoming a freelance artist for them, and they said they're always looking for them, so I have to put together a portfolio. So I'm going to be doing a couple of shooting, like, shots in the next couple of weeks of different people I'm doing makeup for. So I'm fingers crossed can get a seat at MAC. That would be amazing. If I can do Sephora and MAC together, that would be, like, amazing. But I'm so excited for this new opportunity to come forth the way it has. And I just cannot wait to show you guys everything and just keep everything going in my direction where I want to go. Because I feel like when you get to my age, when I'm 24, guys, when you get to my age, you get to a point where you're just like, what do I even want to do with my life? And I am lucky enough to be able to say, I know what I want to do with my life, and Sephora and MAC are both two paths that I feel would be amazing for me to take at this time for myself. So I'm also going to make YouTube a job. I just hit 10,000 views on my channel, which to me is really cool. I was just about a month and a half ago at probably no, I wasn't. I was at like 2,000 views on my channel. So miraculously, over the past couple weeks, I've gained 8,000 views on my channel. So that's really cool. I don't have as many subscribers, but to me, 10,000 views is a big goal for me. So I thank all of you guys for watching my videos when you do and you get the chance. It shows me that you guys are interested in what I do. I will definitely be keeping you guys updated on what goes on with Sephora and everything. But what I want to do is just say, like, just don't be that person who says yes to everybody. Do not be a person's doormat, because it's going to make you so unhappy. And coming from somebody who was never like that, I was always putting myself first, because you're supposed to do that. I feel like people are supposed to put themselves first, because without you being first, then how are you supposed to take care of anyone else? You know what I mean? So just don't be a yes person. And if you are unhappy at a job, be responsible, put a week's notice in or 2 weeks notice in, and then leave. But just don't keep yourself where you're unhappy. So it's just about game time. We have 7 minutes until game time. So I'm going to go and put this on YouTube for you guys to be watching. And I will let you guys know exactly what happens. But like I said, I'm going to be focusing on YouTube for a couple of weeks, I think, and filming and getting some more material out there, just because I do want to have a full profile for MAC when I do go to put my resume in. So expect a lot more tutorials over the next couple of weeks. I'm starting to really understand how to do my eyebrows now. As you can see, they look pretty good. For someone who never does their eyebrows, they look pretty good. I mean, I think they do, at least. I think I like them, so they work for me. But I will let you guys know everything and how everything goes on, okay? Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye. Go Heat!